Good day, this is Ryan Scheidemann, and I am going to show you how to install Ubuntu Desktop onto a virtual machine using VMware ESXi. First of all, we are going to log into the web interface. You're going to select virtual machines on your navigator window, and then we are going to select Create and Register VM. We're going to create a new virtual machine. We're going to select Next. Then we are going to type in the name. You can type in whatever you want. I'm going to type in Ubuntu 23.10 is what we're going to do today. The latest and greatest as of October 2023. We are going to select the version of virtual machine that you want. This one here is only 6.5, so that's the latest and greatest. We're going to select our guest OS, which is going to be Linux. We're going to select our guest OS version, and we're going to scroll to the bottom and select Ubuntu Linux 64-bit. Click on Next. From there, we're going to use, I'm going to use Data Store 2, and click on Next. From here, we're going to select our options. Well, seeing that the desktop is pretty feature-rich, which means it's pretty intensive, we're going to give it 2 CPUs, and we're going to give it 4 gigs of RAM, which equals to 4096 in megabytes. We're going to give it 50 gigs of hard drive space. We're going to put it onto the external network, and we're going to use a ISO that is 2310 desktop up here. Select that. We're going to go next after that. Finish. We're going to find it in the list here when it refreshes. Click on Power On. And we're going to click into the window, and we are going to click or select Try or Install Ubuntu. From there, it's going to broaden up the window. It's going to come up with the graphical or the boot splash screen. There we are. We got preparing Ubuntu. We're going to choose our language, which is English today. Go next. We are going to install Ubuntu. Next. We're going to select for our keyboard English US. And down here you can test it. Make sure it all works. Go next. We are going to use a wired connection. Go next. The current installer is this. Update to, so it gives us an option to update the installer as well, which we're going to do that today. We're going to update to version. It's going to download the newest Ubuntu desktop installer. And now we're going to restart the installer. Now hopefully it doesn't have us go through all that stuff again. Looks like it does. Okay, there we go. Let's go next on English. English US, test our keyboard, make sure it works. Next, got US, or we're gonna use a wired connection. We're gonna go, for right now, we're gonna just use the Essentials web browser and basic utilities. And you can select these other options on here too. Typically on a full install, you're going to do the full installation, which I guess we're going to do anyways. We're going to select everything on this. No, we're going to do just a default installation on this. So it's just, I guess what it says here is just the essentials, and it says web browser and basic utilities. So we're going to select that. It asks us here. The next is the type of installation. We're gonna erase the disk and install Ubuntu, or we can do a manual partition. For new users to Ubuntu, just select erase disk and install Ubuntu. Next, it's going to tell us the devices that it used. It found the STA, which is our virtual um, disk through VMware, and it created a SDA1 and it created a SDA2. SDA1 looks like it was for swap, and SDA2 has been formatted as extension 4 file system. That's similar to NTFS or DOS. It's just a file system that Linux uses, and it's using it formatted it everything onto root. That's what this forward slash is. Okay, we're going to click on install. We're going to select our region that we're in. You're definitely not in Calgary, but somehow it thinks that we're in Calgary, which is because of the shot connection that we're using. Okay, let's go next. And we're going to type in our name. The computer's name is going to be VM-Ubuntu-desktop. And we're going to pick a username. We're going to put a password in. And we're going to confirm the password. And we'll require my password to log in. You can have it so that it automatically boots in, which is nice. But yeah, you know what? Today we're going to do that. We're going to set it so it goes right to the desktop. And I'll show you how quick it boots up. And we're going to go with the lights because that shows a little better on the screen. And there we go. We're going to install the system there now. You can even pause this, which looks like it's a new feature on here, which is nice. Over here, you can also click on this. It'll give you the details, exactly what it's doing. Okay, so now that it's finished, looks like it's installed and ready to use. So at this point here, yeah, you can continue testing it on your machine, seeing how it works. But let's go ahead and click on Restart Now. Okay, we're going to press Enter. Remove your media, obviously. Okay. And there we have it. We have one desktop. It's going to go through your online accounts if you want to add them. They got Google, they got Nextcloud, they got Microsoft, which you can skip. The next is whether you want to send information to Canonical to help the developers. I prefer not to, just because I like my privacy. And we're going to go next. And it's going to ask if you want location services turned on. I don't like them on. Next. And that's it. And then from there, you can pick different applications. You can open up the App Center and install applications from here, or just click on Done, and there you go. And once it's actually installed on here, one other thing you might want to do, and we'll see here if, yeah, VMware tools are not installed. So what I like to do is just install them from the terminal. So once you're there, another good thing to do is to update your operating system, but we're going to do a sudo apt update, so it's got a recent a listing of where all your programs are available. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to press your up arrow, and we're going to do upgrade. No, we're going to do a sudo apt install open -vm -tool. I think it's tools -desktop, which should give you all the packages you need for your desktop. Which gives you functions like you can have your desktop open up a full screen on your for your screen, giving you a bigger range if you need it. I mean, we could exit here and see we could do like a full on here, and it would arrange your desktop so it takes the whole screen here. So other than that, that is pretty much it. That does your whole desktop. And let's see here. We will just power it off. So um, anything else, let me know. But thank you for watching this video. Bye now.